Yo, 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 what is up? We're here with another episode of From the Crown Down podcast. I am Hunter Smith. It's your dog, Hunter Smith. And I'm here with the same guys as usual. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gabe Eats, a.k.a. Curtis E. Jackson, a.k.a. Gabe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know.
Yeah, it's a.k.a. Ty.
A.k.a. Ty. And
it's Brody Frugier, a.k.a. Brody Burns.
Brody Burns. And we got a very special guest here today. I've been trying to promote this shit. I'm so excited about it. Really our first big guest, for real. So go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, my name's Nicko, Commisong. Real name's Nicholas. I don't like that name, though. So
Yeah,
don't,
Nicko,
don't
hey.
call me that.
A.k.a.
Go ahead and expose your name, bro.
Why?
Cut it.
After one fucking episode.
after two episodes.
Ty's not his name. Ty's not his
really.
fucking name. So he AKA's Ty. Fuck that. Say it.
Damn.
No.
That's
No,
crazy.
Can I say
though.
it?
We'll save it. How about this? Episode 100.
Okay,
You have
well,
to say it.
all right.
Most people know my name. That's the thing.
It's not like
been
crazy.
Ty for me.
It's not like
It's been
crazy.
Ty for
You
so
don't know
long.
it?
No. That's why I'm.
Say the most.
Sure.
Go. Say a name. Go. In your name.
Jason.
No.
Go again.
We were close, though.
Kyle.
Nope.
Johnny. John.
Yep.
There it is.
Well, I just ruined it for my
It's a-
fucking self.
Yeah.
Now we
Wait
can't
for
wait
it.
to
Wait for it.
I don't know where I got Kyle from. I was just guessing.
Super Kyle.
I was just
For real,
guessing.
super duper.
So yeah, guys, we're here with another episode, and the first two episodes have gotten great reviews. Man, a lot of people have listened. We want to shout out Jr. Of course, my man Jr. Go ahead and say what's up. What up? What up? And we here with someone else, man. He's actually the man behind all of this production. The lighting you're seeing,
Yeah.
the fucking interview cameras, everything right here. This man is on top of it. His name's
Boom.
Cameron, bro.
Boom.
Cameron, what's your last name?
Boom.
Cameron Stanson. That boy
That hoe
is
rhyme.
that
too.
hoe rhyme. That boy is really on his shit. Look at these lights, bro.
Sounds
I can't
like
even
a-
look at them.
That sounds like
Yeah,
a
you got-
mixtape rap name right there.
For real.
Cameron
yeah.
Stanson.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Hey, we gotta work on that.
Hey, but
Get you a mic.
Copywriting it.
Yes,
yeah, you got to.
copyright it.
I also have to do a shout out because like our boss is like really getting mad. Like shout out Olive Garden. Like
Shout
go
out
there and
Olive
eat.
Gabe,
Shout out.
Gabe, bartender there. Go sit
Go-
at the bar.
I'm gonna come get a drink, but
Get a drink, bro.
our manager's on our ass about it. Like she's like shout us out. I'm like all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out the OG manager.
So
real.
I have a couple questions for Nicko. Couple. I'm sure y'all got some questions. I mean, this is a pro fighter right
Ask
here, man.
away, man.
And we have, and like, he's. It's awesome that he came and did this with us because his fight is like 2 or 3 weeks out. Like he fights May 15th in a pro bout, man. So during his weight cut, during his training camp, he is here right now.
got to cut week. I have to cut weight like during my birthday again. I turned 27 on May 8th.
What do you got to get
Hey.
to, and what are you at right now?
I walk around 163, like when I'm like eating, basically
Yeah.
being a fat ass. But
Yeah.
like when I'm training like real hard and stuff, I get down to like 160, 159,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like really just cutting like more, like a lot of water weight. And
Yeah.
like when I'm walking, people ask me like, "How do you cut that weight?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't even know.
Are
It's
you-
just a mental thing."
You're cutting to 45, right? 145.
Yeah.
Featherweight.
Eventually, like in the future, I guess like they say like when you hit like your 30s, you start putting like more man weight.
Yep, yep.
I might go like up to 55 right now.
Hey,
I mean,
bro.
not right now. Like
You got
in
the frame
future.
for it though. Like if you have the frame to put on muscle for that because you got you're stout. Especially when I felt him wrestling. I mean his jiu-jitsu and wrestling is nuts. He holds on so hard, bro. He is so fucking strong.
Shout out to Jim Allers back in Florida.
Yes.
Allers Martial Arts. I'll explain more of him and his training.
Yeah, you went over there for
so
like a year, right?
No, 7 months actually.
7
I left
months.
right after the hurricane.
Mhm.
Actually, not like right after. I came back and saw like the aftermath and shit. But
Yeah.
I left like a little bit. Try to go out there, see something different for a while.
Mhm.
You know, South Florida's real beautiful. Good food. Lots of Latinas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where'd you stay when you went out there?
I was staying with some people. Not gonna get too deep into it. I'll just say I was staying with some folks that I
Mhm.
knew and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just stay with them for a little bit. Crazy thing is, Jim Allers' gym was like not far from where they.
So it
live.
was, like, right where
it
you-
was like walking distance. Yeah.
It was almost like where PE is to you now.
Yeah, little nice.
Closer, right?
Little, I'd say just not going over the bridge.
Yeah.
But yeah, little nice little suburb area I think called Pembroke Pines, Florida. It's like I don't know, maybe smack dab in the middle of like between like Fort Lauderdale and Miami, like
Yeah.
20 minutes away,
Yeah.
something like
Oh,
that.
that's a lit spot, bro. I don't know how you was training and keeping a clear mind over there.
Oh, I mean,
Mentality.
it's a beautiful thing. I mean, the thing is, waking up, walking, seeing like the clouds and stuff,
Mhm.
and like it's like Florida is really beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like aside, like people say like, oh, you go to South Beach, the Miami. Like there's more to it than just that. Like
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen some places where it was like a little bit more just beautiful than just like going to the beach and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the beach and everything. Seeing, like a Cuban chick in a thong.
Yeah. At the beach, like that's normal over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's every day.
But like the tropical stuff is beautiful.
Yeah. You go.
I'm going to Miami.
Yeah. I mean, for Rolling Loud, right? You just
In
bought tickets
July.
for it.
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
The lineup is nuts.
I have a lot of money. to
Performing
make.
there anyway.
Huh?
Everybody.
Performing there. Anyway.
Dude, I mean,
I mean,
name
I would-
someone. They're there.
You want to pull up the list?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Rolling Loud. Look up the Rolling Loud.
So you know this guy you're about to fight?
Yeah, William. His name's William Woke. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He's from Jersey. I did a lot of studying on him. I looked up all his grappling tapes and stuff like that, and all his grappling tournaments. So he's got really solid jiu-jitsu.
Mhm.
I'm not worried about that. Not saying that as in like I'm looking past him.
Yeah.
I'm just not like that's not what I'm worried about. See,
No, you mix it up too good to worry about that. Man.
when I heard he was from Jersey, those guys I feel like low key he might have some decent striking if he's working like on his boxing and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was for Tim Crater's promotion. He got a guy from I think either from New York or Jersey.
Yeah.
Kid was like a wrestler. Actually had beat a guy that I had lost to when I was an amateur. And everybody was just looking at this kid. He has like a baby face. He's like a swole kid with baby face.
Yeah.
But when I watched the tape, this kid just like brutally beat the brakes off the guy that I had fought. Like
Yeah.
no, like this kid's boxing was solid,
Mhm.
and this kid actually wrestled like in high school. I
Yeah.
think he was like a state wrestler.
Damn.
So
We were talking about the guy you're about to fight. He turned pro after one amateur fight, right?
Well, he's
you had
turning-
11 amateur fights before you turned pro.
yeah, I went 7-4 as a amateur. I'm currently 1-2 as a pro. Not satisfied with my record, so I'm trying to work on it. He's actually making his pro debut against me.
Mm-hmm.
He only had one amateur fight. He I think he rear naked choked the guy out.
Yeah.
So
But I mean that's no experience. I mean, if he's a jiu-jitsu black belt, I'm sure he's been training striking for a while. But I mean, having one fight experience, I mean, I'm sure he did smokers. But
yeah, I mean, he's did a lot of jiu-jitsu tournament. He's got a name in the jiu-jitsu world, kinda. He's building on it.
Mhm.
But like I said, man, I gotta just fight my fight, and then just kind of show him like welcome into the pro leagues with like showing him like, man, this is
It's different.
It's a different level,
Mhm.
like plus I want to win because I'm tired of I don't want another debut guy making beat
A name
me.
for himself.
Yeah, 'cause,
I mean, you just fought a monster though.
yeah, that was actually the third Cuban guy I actually fought too. I
Yeah.
got
Them
stopped.
Cubans are a problem.
Yeah, them Cubans, man.
Yeah.
You went to Florida and then he's
Yeah.
after you now.
Well, actually, I fought 2 Cubans from Texas. First one I lost to my debut. We both made our debuts against each other. He finished me in the first round. Then I fought his teammate, which really actually pissed me off because his teammate just thought like, oh, I'm just gonna do the same thing.
Some walk in the park.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do the same thing that my teammate did. He took me down the first round. It was lopsided. I didn't, and then the second round, when I got up, I always do this. I listen to my opponent's breathing pattern if it goes past like a round or anything,
Damn.
because I'm trying to make sure. I got to see if this motherfucker's tired,
Yeah.
or if I need to make sure I got to keep my pace going.
Yeah.
If this motherfucker is like in good condition.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Don't worry about them.
It's
They like making podcast appearance.
They do,
So-
for real.
Yeah,
And then my third fight with this guy, Angel Alvarez, there was a lot of rumors and speculations going on that like he missed like weight by a pound, but apparently from what I had heard, he didn't cut weight at all. And I kind of think and I'm not making an excuse. I took the fight. I'm not scared I wasn't scared to fight him.
Yeah.
He, the crazy thing is about it, I didn't even know I got knocked out in that fight. I just remember waking up and I was just like on a stretcher and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's this sport, man.
Yeah, that shit was on Netflix. They
Uh,
really had a
It's
Netflix
on,
crew there for that
It's
fight.
called Law of the Goat. I haven't watched it. I just did some like,
Research on it. So they have your like him knocking you out on the.
not just me, just me and like some his other teammates that fought and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just hope that he does good and he continues to do good for his career because his coach said you might fight one of our other guys from Goat Shed, but you won't probably fight Angel again.
That's fucked up that he texted you that. He
well,
he
I had
DM'd
called,
you that?
Well, no, I had called Angel out, told him like I just was basically like giving him his props and letting him know like, look, man, just keep fighting, doing good. You know, I just want to fight you again someday. You know, nobody wants to go out like get knocked the fuck out like that.
That's facts.
So,
But man,
but nobody, from what I've seen on his social media, I think he's frustrated with trying to get a fights because
no one wants to fight him after that.
Yeah, I think guys are kind of like scared of him, and it's like,
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd fight him again if they offered me.
Bro, I've been in the gym with Nicko right now, bro. He's on a different level. I mean, we have Josh Quayhagen. Shout out Performance Evolution, Josh. I was watching them go at it yesterday, and man, Nicko looks strong, bro. Josh is big too. Josh is like, what do you think Josh is right now? 190, 188? I mean, 185.
Shit.
He's up there.
He's at least one. I think he's at least 180.
180. He's
Yeah.
big. He's big, and he's strong. And you were taking him down.
I think because Josh is a big guy, but if Josh actually like stays lean, I think he might be around 175, 180.
That's what He's fighting at Karate Combat 170, right? For his first title coming up.
I think so.
Season 3.
Like 165 or 170 possibly.
We got to tune into that. We got to also figure out a way. We were talking about it on the last podcast. Me and Ty. We got to figure out a way to actually stream your fight.
For sure.
I think GCMMA does pay-per-view.
Okay.
Like it's like a 15
Yeah.
buck pay-per-view.
Well, that's no
something like
problem.
that.
That's easy.
I think so. So
But we got to get it. Maybe we can do a show while the fight's going on.
That would be cool.
Like not like a straight like a real podcast, or maybe we don't even have to have video, you know, but something like or we could have video in here, but maybe just something like, May 15th. It's on a Saturday night.
yeah, that's actually the same night as I think actually that's the same night as that Houston card.
Chandler
Yeah,
Oliveira. Ooh,
Oliveira.
that'd be dope to have Nico's fight and that fight. Like put
Just have like a fight night.
a fucking fight
Pod.
companion, like Joe Rogan's podcast. Just a
take it.
straight fight
Just take
companion.
his idea.
Yeah.
So,
What we do?
MMA experience one.
So yeah, if you guys got any questions, you guys can just ask away.
Oh yeah,
I don't
bro.
mind.
So like when like you don't pick opponents, people just pick for you, or how does that work?
So since I turned pro, you know, some guys will have like an agency or a manager, like kind of help them out. I don't have that right now. You know, I'm still kind of like building myself up, and you know, I gotta start like actually like really starching dudes or finishing guys. Like it's actually my mindset now to kind of get that kind of like exposure, to get that help,
Right.
so they can pick the fights for me. Because right now, I'm just kind of like accepting fights and just taking fights from whatever I'm getting offered. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So basically, I'm kind of like a free agent. I'm just doing this stuff on my own. And the thing is, when they offered me William Woke, the black belt I'm fighting in a couple of weeks, they actually, the way I interpreted it, I think nobody wanted to fight him because they hear black belt and they get intimidated by that.
Yeah.
I think the promoter, James Sharp, he kind of just was surprised that I even just said yes like that. It was like, it's not that it's just.
Well,
you
it's
know.
the lack of experience for me. Like, I mean, you know better than anybody. I mean, it's different when you're from training. And I know you're saying he had a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff like that, but I mean, this is a different world he's getting into.
Yeah, I just gotta like I said, I just gotta stay moving. That's been my main goal in training camp, is staying moving and striking him. If he gets me down, okay, so be it. I'm just gonna. I have I earned my purple belt last year. You know, there's a different world between a black belt and a purple belt. That's a whole nother level. So I'm not trying to trash on this black belt or anything like that. But it is MMA. Like you gotta there's elbows, there's knees and stuff involved. So the game plan is just keep my range, hit him, keep him guessing, get him like really flustered so he can gas faster and then get the finish.
Yeah. And I mean, it's all. I mean,
To be honest, I guess you can call this kind of like, I don't want to sound like it's like an ego thing or pride thing, but it would be really nice if I could submit him. I would literally like to submit him.
No, I mean that's like
Yeah,
the
that'd be
most
dope.
badass thing in the world. I mean,
Because,
we saw last night Usman stood and banged with who everybody considers the best boxer in the UFC.
Banged.
There is this guy.
Bang.
His name is he's fighting in the UFC at middleweight, named Fluffy Hernandez. Dude's just like a blue belt, but he submitted a jiu-jitsu black belt.
I know
World
exactly what you're
champion.
talking about. I know.
Yeah, with the guillotine, just clocked him a lot of times and then just grabbed him.
Rodolfo. He submitted Rodolfo, right? Rodolfo's a middleweight.
Yeah, Rodolfo.
Rodolfo.
yes.
Everybody, he was undefeated going into that fight, and everybody
Yeah.
was on Rodolfo's nuts, and
Yeah.
he was actually
Anthony
submitted.
Hernandez is his name, actually.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
He submitted him.
He's
So,
got
yeah.
dreads, right? He's long hair. Am I thinking about the right one?
He might. I don't know if the dude grew his hair.
He's a middleweight. That's
he's-
some small middleweight.
He's real tatted up.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
yes.
real
But
inked
he
up.
went in there.
What's middleweight? What weight?
185. That's
185.
Adesanya's weight class and all that. But he went in there. Rodolfo was this practitioner, jiu-jitsu practitioner. I mean, all over the world, everybody knows Rodolfo. He actually just converted. He was famous before he converted to MMA, and he was winning everything. And he was submitted by a blue belt. He was submitted by Hernandez, who went in there,
Anthony.
and there was like a betting odd on it. That's like if you put $100 down on, say, okay, I'm gonna go to a bet. I'm gonna bet $100 that Hernandez submits Rodolfo. You would have made if you put 100 down, you would have made so much fuck. It was like
Yeah, I'm sure.
11,000.
That's why I don't
Like, it was
bet, man. Betting is a
30 to 1 odds or something.
That's
like
a
that.
dangerous thing.
Oh,
Very,
dude.
very
I'm
dangerous.
not good with bets.
I'm not good with it.
You should
I'm
see
terrible.
the card we had last night. I didn't pick a fucking thing wrong.
we do prediction boards.
Yeah, we do prediction boards every
And we
fight.
did we added this new thing last night. It's we parlayed fights, but we don't do it for money.
Did you
We just
erase
do
the board?
it- No.
Brody, can you squeeze by and go grab it?
Yeah, grab
Yeah,
that board.
Grab that board so we can see how bad I did.
Yeah, I missed one fight. The only fight I missed was Alex Oliveira versus who fought Alex Oliveira?
I don't even
Randy
know.
Brown, I think.
Randy Brown. Yeah. That dude
Yeah.
is long for 170.
I think
He is
I think
tall.
that was good for him because he needs a career resurgence because he was kind of having a up and down, when he got into the UFC.
Yeah.
But I think that's good for him that he got a little career resurgence because I remember he got like,
Talk about Randy.
Randy Brown. I remember he got like pieced up against the cage by Nicko Price pretty bad one time.
Yeah, Randy Brown's. Nicko Price beat Randy Brown.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually saw that dude in Florida.
Nicko.
Yeah, that dude's
That dude's shoulders are nuts, huh?
that dude, he's like a nice guy, but you could just tell like he's been so like that dude's just I ain't gonna lie, like I would hate to fight a guy like him because he's one of those wild guys. Like he's a nice guy. Dude's got like 5 kids, family guy, but
Yeah.
I would fuck that.
Yeah. Nicko Price is a dog, and I don't like his haircut. Anyway, look at
tell
the.
that to
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell that to Nicko, but look at the board. So we did a fight parlay.
I was out so early in this motherfucker.
Look at Todd's picks. So he missed the first 2, then he got Uriah Hall right, which that was a freak accident.
Freak.
Yeah, by decision.
It happens.
You didn't do as bad as I thought you were gonna do.
Yeah, that's
Oh wait,
because
we stopped
the
marking
X
X's.
isn't.
We stopped marking X's at the end.
I got 2. I got
Yeah.
2 right.
Bro, I was so upset when what's her name? Wei Li.
Zhang
Zhang.
Weili.
Zhang Wei Li lost.
Sorry. What I
Yeah.
tell you? What did I tell you?
Chill.
I've been told.
Chill.
Man, that's actually he doesn't train a lot of fighters like he used to, but he trains like just like small groups of like champions. That's actually a guy I would really love to like train with, like Trevor Whitman.
Oh,
His mind is just like,
he's the best. He's got
That's
the best
actually,
mind in
like,
MMA.
and don't get me wrong, like we come from we got great, we have great minds. Like Josh, he learns from Dwayne. We have like the bang system and stuff,
Where does Josh get that from? The Bang Muay Thai? Because I know Josh is a brown belt, but he's a
He's-
brown belt under who?
Dwayne Ludwig.
He's a brown belt under Dwayne Ludwig.
Yeah, he's so I don't know if you know this, but Josh, when he is preparing for his karate combats, I think he goes out to I think he does like 2 or 3 weeks out in Colorado training with Dwayne, working on his, his style and stuff, which it works, which I see it works. It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, for Josh's style and everything, the movement, the patterns. So, Colorado's interesting. It's something that I, look forward to doing. It's something I always said I wanted to do,
Yeah.
So I think Colorado might be like in the future soon. It's something I want to do. Hopefully I can move out there. It's just cost of living fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
buddy out there that he loves it. I mean,
I'm sure.
That's where Jalen's
it was
at.
a big,
Yeah.
it was a big move.
Yeah.
That's where I have a cousin that was actually here for the fight nights last night. He lives in Colorado. He's going to the Marine. Shout out Jalen.
Yeah. So that's the move I want to make and stuff like that. I just got to make sure I avoid my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Would you live in Colorado?
But we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I feel you, dude. I feel you, though. For real.
Oh, you're
But yeah, so-
she let them dogs out in the middle of it. That's fine. That's fine.
You get pissed
1,000
off.
little pitter patters in the
Fucking with the
background. of
fucking
this.
dog.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We're actually getting rid of him now.
Just real quick, back to Trevor Whitman. I just want to finish off that. He
Yeah.
trains like, from what I saw, I think he only trains Gaethje, Rose, and Kamaru. I think that's
He
it.
just started training Kamaru. Dude, Kamaru's boxing, since he's been with Trevor, has improved so much.
Well, Trevor, his mind is he didn't want to change anything. He just wanted to wasn't changing Kamaru. That's what I liked that he said. He just wanted to add some,
evolving,
Just
basically.
just keep the thing simple, but just add a little bit just here and there.
Yeah.
Just not change his style. Keep it, but add just a little different things.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, I mean, if you would have asked me how that fight plays out, I think Masvidal. Like, if you would ask me before the fights, Masvidal's way to win is he's gonna have to stop Usman. Usman is gonna have to 5-round pressure.
Well, that's the thing I see about. I wish I wrestled starting out in high school.
Me too.
I wish I would have wrestled in high school.
Same.
I wish I would have gave up, Balder's life and all that other crap. I wish I would have gave up basketball and all that stuff. I wish I would have wrestled in high school if I knew I was gonna ever do MMA or anything.
It's such. I mean,
Because
I feel the same way.
I would say wrestling is is the most dominant art in MMA. It really is.
It is.
There's no denying it.
I mean, it's being able to dictate where the fight goes.
And the crazy thing is, any like Kamaru's, he's a wrestler. You forget he's a wrestler because his striking's so good. Coming from Henry Hoof and then going to transitioning over to Trevor Whitman, stuff like that. Like, I think right now, like from what I've been seeing, I think those are like the two dominant styles. If you can put those two together, wrestling and boxing.
Yes.
That's like
DC did it. I mean, that's what DC's wrestling and boxing. Once he got his boxing down, I mean, he was John Jones, Steve Perry, the only two men to beat him.
Yeah. So
that's the other two guys who have wrestling and boxing.
yeah. Those are like, I think if you can just get your hands right, and then you have wrestling in your arsenal that nobody that you barely have to use, but only if you have to use it. Like, for example, like look back at Kamaru and Colby. Dudes are like D1 wrestlers. Dudes didn't even go to the
Both
ground.
of them can box too.
They know they could wrestle.
Yeah.
But they both just knew like their striking was up there.
What gives right there? Who's a better wrestler? You think Colby or Kamaru?
That's one thing I'm not gonna answer on because I don't know.
Exactly.
Because we don't. If I had to say who would be a better wrestler, like in the fight, if they ever do, which I think they will be in a rematch, I give a slight edge to Kamaru.
Yeah.
Only because
pressure.
the dude's his gas tank's ridiculous.
Oh, we thought Colby's was going into that Kamaru fight. We were like, okay, people were actually saying, can Kamaru keep up with the pace of Colby Covington? Where it was the opposite. I mean, Colby was fading in the 5th round, and it was because of Kamaru. We watched the fight yesterday. The body shots Kamaru was landing early in that fight were a big difference maker. I mean, he was landing straight to the body.
Yeah. I watched the replay. I was at work last night, but I watched the replay of every fight, and I watched that. I was like, yeah, his striking is just like on another level, and I think he's gonna try to go to break. I don't see him switching out of 170. I think he's gonna try to break GSP's record, retire, or say fuck it, go all for broke, try to go and break Demetrius Johnson's record for all-time title.
He needs to
defenses.
keep going, man. He needs to keep.
Might as well. He's cut too. Like no one looks like that.
It's crazy that he didn't weigh in as much as. That's crazy that Masvidal weighed in more.
That is crazy. Like if you look at this guy, I wouldn't look at them both. I wouldn't say, oh,
Hell no.
he's 2 pounds heavier over here, because like he's like muscle, like it's a muscle ball.
Masvidal's just a little bit wider.
A little
But
bit wider. Masvidal really
this one
isn't
is-
cut.
No.
That's
this
what I'm
one
saying.
is-
Like he's
He's kind
this
of
one's
like.
arms are bigger, his muscles are more defined.
definitely.
But Masvidal's got a good boxing frame. Like you said, his shoulders are wide.
Yeah.
Kamaru's weird. Kamaru's got thin legs. They're not John Jones thin. Kamaru's got muscle in them legs.
Here he goes with the
Yeah,
legs.
nah, he I think
I love legs, bro.
seen him fight.
feet are weird.
His kickboxing is like ridiculous. He's got some hard kicks from what I've seen in his last fight.
You talk about Kamaru?
Yeah, Kamaru.
Oh, he landed a head kick last night. Or was it last night? Did he land a head kick in the first round? Might have been the Colby fight we were watching that he landed a head kick. It was crazy. But the thing about Kamaru is he's kind of in a shitty spot because there's no way he can make 55. He can never make 55.
No, I think he walks around like 220.
Yeah, he's
Jesus.
huge. So he can't
That's
make
more
55.
like
But
it.
it's like 85. His best friend is the champion of 85.
That's
You're
just me guessing. Don't quote me on that. I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
You're probably
but-
right though. He's a big dude. What's crazy to me is, I mean, the shit. Like he's in a shit spot right now because you got Adesanya is the champion above him. And
He said he's not gonna. I saw.
He
on,
won't
I
fight.
think on JRE
He said he-
stuff. He said he's like, I'm not fighting.
He said I'd rather have 2 Nigerians with titles than 1 with 2 titles. So
It's things like
maybe
that.
if Adesanya gets beat by Vittori, which that fight just got announced for June 12th.
That's actually the
Solid fight.
beautiful thing seeing like in today's modern MMA, like back in the gap it was like dominated by what, just Brazilians and Americans at one point. Just
Yeah.
people from America and Brazilians were like the ones dominating the scene, and maybe a couple of guys from like Europe.
Yeah.
But now you got guys like
Damn, he walks around the same as
wasn't
Khabib.
what is Khabib like the only Russian champion we've ever had so far? I don't think we've ever had any other Russian champion.
Oh, a Dagestani, like a Russian, a straight Russian.
Dagestani champion or something like that.
Is Arlovsky Russian? He was champion back in the day.
Okay, I think that counts. Yeah,
Arlovsky was
then
Russian.
Yeah,
Was
okay.
champion back
I
in
don't
the
think
day.
they counted it though.
I don't. We still don't know what Shevchenko is, do we?
Yeah,
She's
I
like-
looked it up. It's just hard
it's
to
crazy.
fucking pronounce.
Oh, so she's like something.
But I think that's towards the Russia area though.
It's got to be Russian. I mean, what flag does she
Go,
represent?
it's the name of the country.
Did y'all
but
see Conor McGregor?
It's in
call out
between
Usman?
Russia and like.
Yeah, he needs to stop.
He goes. I like 170. I'm like, bro,
You don't like Guzman.
just
Nah,
stay
he
down.
needs to stop. I think the next fight for Kamaru is going to be Colby, and then after that, the winner out of who's fighting in the main event in Houston? Leon and Nate.
Oh yeah. Leon's got to get another shot at Leon's gonna beat Nate.
yeah.
I think Leon needs another shot at Kamaru. Leon's if Leon can stuff takedowns, oh no. I was gonna say Leon's striking's above Kamaru's, but after what we saw yesterday, Kamaru might have the best striking in the division. He has the best wrestling in the division. He might have the best striking in the division.
Yeah.
I mean, nah, Stephen Thompson, Wonder Boy's probably got the best striking in the division.
Oh yeah, he's another one. Damn.
He's fighting Gilbert Burns. What do you think about that?
He's gonna have to just stay moving a lot.
Do you think he wins that? Do you think Gilbert wins it?
I could see him winning by outpointing him because a lot of people don't think karate-based fighting works, and I think that's funny that people say that because my coach Josh Quahagan,
Karate Combat Champion.
karate combat champion, he shows us that stuff to angles and how to move around and stuff.
I don't see a negative in bringing karate to Muay Thai or bringing karate to MMA because it's a whole nother perspective. Josh said it yesterday.
I've heard a lot of high-level coaches, some say they hate karate style
They
fighters.
say it's unrealistic style fighting. That's what people
And
say.
if you go on YouTube and look up karate style and the UFC, you'll see highlights of what's that
Lyoto was champion.
Lyoto,
Lyoto was a karate.
Jarek Scoggins, the little guys in the flyweights.
George St. Pierre used a lot of karate techniques.
St. Pierre, that hot Asian karate hottie, Michelle Watterson.
Michelle Watterson, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great karate fighters. I mean, honestly.
Uriah Hall is one of them.
Oh, man. Uriah Hall. That is nasty, huh? Chris Weidman.
I actually kind of feel bad for Uriah. He's not really being able to display his skill set.
He said that yesterday, too. And dude, the coolest thing all night, I think, was he said, no matter where I'm at in the rankings, because, look, Uriah Hall, say what you want about Uriah Hall. If he gets his mind right, he can strike with anybody. He can strike with Izzy. Uriah Hall gets his mind right, he's a problem for anybody in that division. So Uriah said that yesterday, what was cool, he said, no matter where I'm at in the rankings, whenever you're ready, I owe you this fight. That's dope. That is so cool. Because Weidman's going to, if Weidman makes a return, he's old, and that's a hard injury to come back from.
36, 37.
2 years,
I
at
don't
least.
know. The way the UFC is doing guys now, not in the wrong way, it's just like I told you on the way here, they're cutting these, these former champion stuff.
Mhm.
They're not telling
Tyron
them.
Woodley was just cut.
We're
From the UFC?
Yep, they cut him.
Damn.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you're on a 4 or 5 fight losing skid, I mean, it makes sense. And Tyron's 38.
He's so old.
So is there a roster, like a maximum number of people they can have in?
No, I think it's just capped on how much you're gonna pay fighters. You don't want to overload your pay, and it's
but,
so hard to get fights.
And they're
That's what I'm saying.
making room for the up and for
Yeah.
the new generation of fighters coming.
It's time to move. It's time to invest in these young guys. I mean, it sucks because it's the UFC. I said it last week. I mean, it's so hard to build a star in the UFC because you get thrown to the Sharks 3 fights in.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley is already about to fight Dominic fucking Cruz.
I think he's fighting. Damn, what's that guy's name?
And what he trying to fight?
He's not fighting Cruz.
He's not?
He's fighting. He got an opponent. I think.
I want it to be Cheeto. I want him to fight Cheeto again.
They'll fight again. I think they're gonna have to build up on that though.
Yeah.
And Cheeto's actually one of my favorite fighters.
You like
Sean O'Malley
Marlon?
and Cheeto. Yeah, I actually watched Marlon before he was all inked up on the Ultimate Fighter.
The gauges, yeah.
Mexico versus UFC Latin America, and he actually became one of my favorite fighters instantly because he knocked out a guy from the bottom with the up kick. like Cheeto style.
Damn.
Cheeto style is just like as the guy was coming up, Cheeto just timed it right.
Such a powerful kicker.
Yeah.
Cheeto is such a powerful kicker.
And you know that's why a lot of these Latin fighters, man, you know, you're starting to see a lot of these Latin fighters come out of like all the like represent their country and stuff. And you're gonna start seeing a lot more of these guys coming out like pretty soon. Like you got guys from Argentina, you got guys from Colombia, you know, of course Brazil, Peru, El Salvador, all these places and stuff like that.
It's kind of why I liked Shang Wei Li. Like the fact that she was Chinese, it was dope.
Yeah, but where is she now?
She'll be back up there.
She'll be all right.
Does she beat Rose if she gets back there?
I think she can.
You think she does?
Bro, she got knocked out with a kick.
Know.
Like
I think so.
They're.
But
she made a. I see what it was. Rose is a very intelligent fighter. Of course, also training with like you know having a crazy ass fiance like Pat Barry, and then training with a mind like Trevor Whitman and then her jiu-jitsu coach. I don't know his
didn't
name,
think
but
of
he's
that.
pretty good.
She's with Pat Barry. I didn't know that. Well, I knew that, but I just didn't think of it.
I thought
Pat Barry's a beast.
Yeah, that dude's wild though.
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
No, yeah, he is.
But I think she was from what the highlight I saw in slow mo. I think she was going. Zhang thought she was going for a low kick the way she was switching her legs.
Yeah,
and then she had her hands like wide open, like just up here. And I think Rose read that and capitalized on it.
Yeah.
So it was like a feint, and Rose is like her IQ.
It looked
was
like
very
a
up
question
there.
mark, huh? I mean, it wasn't a traditional question mark, but it looked like it was aimed for the body and it picked up real quick. That kick that knocked her out last night.
Yeah.
It looked like it was because she was about to cut it and slice it to the body, and it looked like she picked it up at the last minute. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like kind of like a question mark. I didn't even think Rose knew she was going to throw it. She just picked her because she, like you said, she was dropping her hands. Whaley was dropping her hands.
Yeah,
especially when Whaley was throwing kicks, her hands were dropping.
She just read Rose's body language wrong. I think she just timed that. She just miscalculated that in her mind wrong, and Rose read it right. And
You think it was an early stoppage?
oh no, Zhang.
Yeah, that's what I
don't
say.
think it was early stoppage.
It was,
The thing
it
I like
just
a-
ended early.
Yeah.
But it was not early.
All the fights did though.
The thing I like about
There was no
Zhang though
decisions
is
on the main card.
everybody was like, you know, when they see fighters get emotional or like, you know, get pissed off or anything, you know, social media is like it's hell.
Yeah.
But you have to use it to get what
So-
you're trying to. You have to use the platform if you
Especially
know.
for fighting, man. Social media is the fucking. As a John Jones fan, having to sit there and listen to all the people saying Reyes and Santos beat him. God, dude, that's the worst. That is the worst.
Funny thing, you know what's funny about that? Wait, you said Reyes?
Yeah, everybody was saying Reyes and Santos beat Jones, and I try to tell everybody, man, you can go back and watch both fights. Pushing the pace and moving forward means a lot in the UFC. Also, it shouldn't, and I understand and I agree. If you win the championship rounds, they hold more weight than if you win the first 3 rounds. They hold more weight. Maybe they shouldn't, but they do. Judges look at that as pushing the pace. If you dominate the championship rounds, if you lose 3 close rounds starting the fight, but you dominate the championship rounds, you're just as in the fight as the other guy. You could be a 2-3, but you dominated those championship rounds.
I always felt enough experience. I might become a ref because that's what we need. The in the MMA world in general, not just the UFC, not just these high level organizations, and like in MMA in general or like worldwide, like we need ex fighters
Yes.
who know how to judge a fight.
Exactly. And shout it from the rooftops. You need someone who knows what it's feeling like,
And
what scoring system, like what a leg kick. You have to know the
The-
significance of everything that happens.
the way all this the way they're investing all this money into all this technology and crap like that.
The replay system. all
I
that shit.
believe I remember, I don't know who said this, but I remember a fighter posted like a couple years ago. I read said we just need to have ex fighters become judges, and like you put them in a room by themselves as they watch the fight, and they can score from there.
Yes.
A quiet room by
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
That actually
Without
makes-
commentating.
yeah, without the commentators. or
Just
anything
watch
like
the
that.
fight on mute.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
watch the fight without a commentator, because commentating is so biased. It
Well,
can
yeah.
it can
Yeah, it
sway
gets biased.
it can sway the untrained eye of watching MMA. A biased announcer can sway the eyes of people so easily.
Well, that and the
Even
point
if
of the
they're losing.
announcer is to keep people half entertained and half
True.
give you the info.
Well,
of what's going on.
here's
and
why
what
I
you're
say
looking
this.
at.
I don't know. It's happened long ago. Actually, when I was coming up as an amateur, I don't remember which event it was at, but I do remember somebody going off on this one ref because not ref, this judge, because this dude obviously didn't know what the hell he was doing. He just looked at the other card of the other guy and just scored it how the other guy scored it. And the other
That was
guy-
at an amateur event.
It was one of the. It was a mixed martial arts event.
That is nuts.
And one of the guys got obviously the guy who won got robbed.
And they didn't there was no consequence for this judge. They also need to be held accountable. Purse needs to go away. I mean, what's the worst scoring fight that you've ever seen, or that comes to your mind when you just think of bad scoring fights, bad judge fights?
There's a lot.
There is a lot.
I can't.
There was
think
one
of-
on the last card we watched where we were like, damn, like
Hit the knee.
Huh?
I don't remember which one it was.
That fight when the champion hit that dude with the knee.
Oh, he's about Jan and Starling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, judge-wise, Jan was 4-0 in that fight. But we're talking about, like, badly judged fights, as in, like, a fight that went to decision. Everybody knew this guy was going to win, and he didn't. I mean, Aldo Quinta, when he fought Masvidal,
Yeah.
that was a bad judge fight. Masvidal won that fight.
Yeah.
And even after the fight, the crowd was, like, booing Aldo Quinta, and he looked at the crowd and he said, "What the fuck you booing me for?" You know when he said that? He's like, "What the fuck? I fucking
Yeah.
fought my ass off."
I mean, that's facts. They're like, you can't boo him. He's not.
He didn't
gonna-
have anything to do with
Can he
that.
give up the win? Can he even do that?
I would do it if I could.
So who is your favorite fighter?
Ooh.
Well, actually,
Jeff.
start when I started. So, my favorite fighter, I'd say these aren't like ranked. These aren't like in any order. Kid Yamamoto from Japan. RIP to him. I was actually sad when he passed away a couple years ago. Mark Hunt.
Ooh, Mark Hunt.
Mark Hunt, heavy hitter. The reason why I like, just real quick before I finish my list, the reason why I like Mark Hunt is because, despite that, he's got like a little brain trauma and he's a little crazy now, but he's doing better. He's doing a little bit better from what I've heard. Basically the UFC said like, fuck you. We'll just opt out your contract. We'll pay you this amount. And basically they were saying
They fucked that dude up.
he was like 5-6 or like 4-6 going to the UFC, and he just said, "Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna fight."
No, he put away some legends. He beat Derek Lewis.
Yeah,
He
he did.
put Derek Lewis away.
Knocked out Struve, broke his jaw.
Broke Struve, and Struve beat Stipe back, and that was a run that time. Struve is the first guy to ever beat Stipe Miocic.
Let's see who else now.
Mark Hunt has been in there with. I mean, Brock Lesnar. He fought Brock. He didn't win that fight, but that was a close fight.
Man, look, Brock. Yes, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
I don't hate Brock. He's just on the juice, but hey, he can get away with it. He can get away with it.
He's on the juice. He is. They literally tested him. If John Jones is on the juice, they fucking catch that man the dime
Oh
of.
my god.
If Brock Lesnar's on the juice, they're like, fight, and we'll bust you
who
afterwards.
Just a good fight over with.
GSP is on my list just because how well-rounded he was.
DSP. So that'd be
And
your
then-
third. So this is your Mount Rushmore. Your 4?
Yeah. Well, these are just guys like I like in general. I'm not putting them on the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
And then current fighters right now is O'Malley and Marlon Vera.
Ooh, Sean O'Malley. That's my man. That's my dog. I love Sean O'Malley. Also, he asked, that was a good question. I want to ask something. Who do you compare your style to? If you could compare it to anybody in the UFC, and for the casuals out here that really don't know a lot of the fighters like that are listening to this, try to like get like a big name. So compare yourself to a big name.
So I don't try to like compare my style to any other fighter, who's up there at the pinnacle of, of their career. I actually just try to like, for me, what I do is like when I'm bored at like work or anything, or I'm on break, I'll sit down and watch highlights. But I'm not just watching.
So take
it.
influence. of
Yeah, I'm not
someone.
just like watching the highlights. I'm actually like going back dissecting, like trying to see like, okay, I like that move. We did it in practice. Now I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
Like
I've been doing that a lot.
I would say guys that I watch the most, of course I said O'Malley and stuff, but the guys that I watch the most, like, especially that are long and rangy, I watch guys like Max, Neil Magny, Calvin Cater even,
Cater's a dog.
Guys like that.
You know what's crazy about Max? You said long. Max's reach is like a lot, usually shorter than his opponents. Max has doesn't have, like, look up Max Holloway's reach.
Yeah,
I
he's
want to
like
say it's
5'11", but he's got a long reach.
no. I think he's got a short reach.
Oh yeah,
He's got
I
the
think
same
his
reach
is
as
longer than mine.
DC. I think it's the same as DC. Max Holloway's reach. I remember, but the way he fights is like it looks like he has such a long reach because he's in and out, and he's like the way he fights is he just so in and out, and he's so like he knows his range that it looks like he's. But really, if you look where he's at, when he fought Poirier kind of 69-inch reach.
I forgot to mention him. Sucks that I didn't put him over, but
Connor's 74,
like when I look,
That's
and he's
crazy.
shorter.
when I look for like, here's how I put it. When I look for guys that I like to see fight, when I look for like technique and stuff, I look at Max. When I look for toughness and just like, all right, I don't give a fuck, I look at Korean Zombie, and he's actually one of my favorite fighters too.
Yeah.
When I look at like, you know, when I look at a guy for jiu-jitsu, grappling, wrestling, and these are all guys actually in my weight class I'm listing because, you know, these are
Yeah,
guys
exactly.
that eventually, you know, maybe one
That's
day
a goal
I
for
could
you.
fight. You know, like, don't get me wrong, the UFC, you know, like how like back in the day everybody wanted to be in the NBA and stuff like that, the NFL, you know, all that stuff. Everybody wanted to be a ball player. Now we're in the generation where like, or the era where everybody wants to be a fighter. So
Rappers want to be fighters.
yeah,
YouTube stars want to be fighters.
Yeah.
Fighting.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. Hashtag fuck Jake Paul. But
What-
anyway, whatever how you say that guy's name. But nah, I don't really hate him. He's just being
Extra.
he's just
Very
being
extra.
him. I don't.
Oh,
really
you
care.
guys say?
Very extra.
But
Yeah.
what was I saying? My bad. I'm off topic.
No, you good, man. What were you about to ask? You had a question?
I was gonna ask. So we got your favorites. So who would be like your hated, like people
Oh yeah, I want to hear
don't
that.
like in
Someone
the UFC?
See, I try not to really
hates.
Well, that's what I noticed. You're a
why
very
you-
humble guy, so it's like I understand.
because
but,
like they did their thing to get where they're at. So me being a hater is just
That's
gonna
true,
make me
that's true.
just seem like I'm
We're just a bunch
well,
of
just
haters here, Nico.
Well, okay, I'll say guys I don't like.
Yeah, he's
I
got to
don't like
hate.
Nate
He's got to
Diaz.
hate.
No, fuck that. I love the Diaz brothers.
I don't like Nate Diaz.
Ugh,
I
don't know
love the
why.
Diaz brothers, dude.
I like them too because they're dogs.
I don't know why, but I just don't like. I like Nick.
Yeah,
I like the Diaz brothers, dog. I mean, they just got that I don't give a fuck attitude.
Definitely
seem to have
not.
it all figured out when you playing
Can't-
touch boat in the park with a midget.
Stop.
But I would say guys I don't. I would say like I don't really dislike anybody. I would say like I don't dislike them. I just Cejudo was annoying,
Oh yes, Henry Cejudo is so annoying.
but he's he might come back for like a super fight if he wants to.
Piotr
but-
Jan shits on him.
But a guy that's like real annoying is basically Colby. He's just really annoying.
Yeah, 'kay, he plays. I don't like people who overplay gimmicks.
Like a lot of guys are saying like
it's good for the sport.
a lot of guys are saying like, you know, what was real annoying is like guys who are fans of him was like, oh man, all these girls he's slaying. Like he didn't slay most of those. I'm pretty sure he
No,
did.
he paid 'em all.
I'm pretty sure he did, but I'm pretty sure he paid him definitely. I'm pretty sure he got some of the draws, but he didn't smash all of them.
No way. Dude,
Like how
he went on food truck with Brennan Schaub, and Brennan Schaub said the girls off camera that he was with, you know, he has two girls. Brennan Schaub said the two girls were when the camera was off was so annoyed with Colby. Like he would say, "Come here, make me say." Which he would still play the gimmick, and she'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, we're not on camera. You're paying me to do this on camera."
That's what I'm saying. Like when he
And he still does it.
he claimed what's that?
That's
adult-
kind of funny.
What's that? I don't want to say the P word. I gotta be professional here. What's that adult film star's name? He claimed at Smash. Kelsey Monroe.
He Colby.
He had
Claimed that?
claimed, and she tweeted that he didn't. And I was like, dude, if I met an adult film star, I would not claim that I smashed her because she can like
Like,
just
what's
roast
the
my
point?
life.
Yeah, like, what's the point?
I can say that we talked, but I
Yeah.
didn't smash.
Get my shit.
I'll say that we talked, but I didn't smash.
But would you try though?
It depends.
I mean, it does depend. But I mean, if Tiana Trump was here, I'm going after that. I'm
See, I
risking
try not
all.
to stay out of,
You're
I try
risking
to
it
stay out
all.
of social media too much, but you got to get that Lonzo Ball money or that,
Yeah.
that gel, whatever Ball brother she's talking to.
What's his name?
Who?
LaMelo.
LaMelo.
LaMelo. Yeah.
LiAngelo, LaMelo, and Lonzo.
He got a broken wrist, so he's
He's
chilling.
supposed to be returning.
Yeah, I know.
Actually,
Soon.
what's crazy is speaking of, and we're not gonna get into the subject of porn. We're not.
No.
We're just like
Speaking
so
of
like
the-
how people are. I saw people giving what's that MILF chick's name, Kendra Lust. They were giving her crap about how she's trying to get into the. A lot of people, hating comments how she's trying to get. I'm like, man, look. The sports world got Lisa Ann. Give us somebody. So let
Yeah.
MMA have Kendra Lust. She actually the reason why I don't trip about it is because she actually educates herself on the sport.
Yeah.
And she actually was at Jim, the guy I trained with, Jim Allers.
Mhm.
He does bare knuckle.
Yeah. God.
Yeah,
God help
no.
their souls.
No, that like the nicest guy, beautiful. You know, he has beautiful wife, beautiful kids.
That's
and
scary.
Nicest guy on the planet, but the fact that he does that, I give all my respect to him. That's some crazy shit.
That is crazy shit.
But anyway,
Could
what was I
never.
saying though? Oh no, she I never really watched any of her podcasts. I saw like a little highlight clip, and I saw the way she was asking questions and stuff, and I was like, she knows what she's talking about. You
Yeah.
know, she's still got like pretty sure she has a lot of way to go, but she knows what she's talking about and stuff. And I think like MMA is like starting to take a lead to a whole nother like era and stuff. Like the way it's changing, I don't know. I think soon, like how Izzy came out dancing a couple years ago.
That was dope.
I
I
think
didn't like Izzy, but that was dope.
I'm just surprised that Kobe hasn't come out with like 5 chicks in like bikinis yet. Paying them all.
Like on some
Paint 'em
WWE
up.
type shit.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting there. Fucking with the gimmicks and shit, which I don't like it.
Look
but
at him.
Anyway, it's like this is what I'm saying is like people coming from a different
Honor.
profession. Like
Stop.
I give Kendra more props for trying to learn than I do Stephen A. Smith because that dude's an idiot.
Yo, dude, he
Joe Rogan flames
That's
that
the
man.
funniest video. Like
Is
I
Joe
wa-
Rogan flaming him?
Yeah,
People are
he was
giving
like,
her crap, but yet you guys are letting Stephen A. Smith get away. Like, dude, Stephen A. Smith needs to just stick to
Yeah.
just basketball, football, whatever. He just needs to stick to
He
that.
can stick to it too.
Maybe just basketball.
Sorry, guys, I'm
Maybe just
a little
basketball.
sleepy still, but I'm all right. I'm pushing through.
Pushing through that weight cut. It's cool, man.
Oh no, I'm not cutting weight yet. I just got off like a fucking 8-hour shift at Walmart.
Terrible.
Fuck yeah. Terrible.
Terrible.
It's
Bro,
not that
he's
bad.
working the graveyards, bro. He told me he's working 10 to 7.
Oh my god.
I've done it before, so I'm not.
And he's
complaining.
training for a fight.
Hey, that's actually that's the thing. That's
the
actually
grind.
the realistic thing about fighting. See, for some guys, that's the way it is, and for if there's some guys out there that have like good family support, hey, I give it all to you. Like that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying I don't have support. I just don't have like that, like, my mom can only make it to fights when it's either in town or my sister can come get her and drive her.
Yeah.
One day I hope I can make it all worth it, like where, my mom can be in the stands, wherever I'm at, like, like I said earlier, the UFC is like the ultimate goal. But to be honest, my dream is, and I'll be satisfied with this if I ever like don't even fight in the UFC. I would love to fight like in Japan or something, like for Risen.
Yes.
Or
of
for
course.
one. One for one reason, because
The talent right now in one is nuts.
you can also, the way the rules are, you can literally knee somebody after going down to the ground, and you won't get disqualified.
Mighty
for it.
Mouse
Like
just got beat with it.
if Peter Yan, that move that Peter Yan did, if they were in one, Aljamain would have just been on the ground crying.
What do you think about that?
Let
Do
me
you
not
think,
even talk
do you
about
think-
Aljamain because that dude is still a legit high level fighter.
Yeah, for sure. But what do you think about that rule? Do you think the UFC? Okay, do you think the UFC should allow that, or do you think ONE FC should ban that?
Oh, they should fucking keep that rule.
You
I
like
love
that?
that. Oh yeah,
That changes
because
it.
you can knee to the like. Here's the thing. So, the guy I'm fighting, if they because you can knee to the ground in side control, like you can knee to the head. If I had that dude's, I have to, if I had that guy's black belt goes out the window faster.
Imagine a crucifix position with knees.
I
You know
think-
what? You know what? Shez put Andrade in yesterday. Imagine that with knees. Jesus.
I think you can.
Chev is a badass for real.
See, like the only thing that we're allowed to do, like the UFC, the only thing you can do, you can knee to the body.
Yeah.
Like inside control. Like the guys
John
like
Jones overuses the
like
fucking
down, you can knee to the body. GSP did it. If you ever go back watching his fights, you guys ever go back and watch Khalil Roundtree when he was on the Ultimate Fighter?
Watch him fight Eric Anders. That's
No, it's
that's
when
where
he
I
was-
kind of got on to Khalil
it's when
Roundtree.
he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He was down around, and then he came back and down by the second round. But they went to like what do they call it? A fucking what is it when you're tied and you have to a death match? Like basically a death round.
overtime.
Sudden death.
Yeah, sudden death round, something like that. Basically, that's what it was because I didn't know that you could do this. You can kick the guy
In the
you
UFC.
have- in the midsection.
Yeah.
It's legal. You have to kick him
While
down
he's
in the
down?
yeah, while they're down. You can kick him in the midsection right here.
It's never used. Jones did it to Smith. Remember, he kept trying to do it, and then he actually landed a knee to the head.
Yeah, I plan to use. I always like in a rules meeting when the refs are asking before like when they dismiss us. I always go up to the ref and be like, "Hey, is this move legal right here? Is it still like?" Because I saw this. I'm just making sure. They're like, "Yeah, you can use that." So I always ask just to be on the safe side. So so if I do use it in the fight, then they can't tell me nothing. I'll be like, "You told me I could use this.
Yeah.
You told me this was a fairly legal move." So
So you just have moves in your arsenal that you take to certain fights, or do you just have a whole style every time,
Depends on who he's fighting, huh?
or does it depend on who you're fighting?
it depends. Nah.
If you're working with a jiu-jitsu guy, you're gonna work on some moves more than others. I mean, like you're training for this guy right here. There's
Yeah.
something you want to land, or there's something you want to
Me-
maybe transition to on the ground.
It's not so like guys. It's like Mike Tyson said best. You know, everybody goes in with a game plan until they get hit
punched
in the face.
mouth. That's absolutely so true.
Right.
Even sparring, it's true.
I just go in there just training what I worked on. Basically, the way like Josh Quay always says, we just train and prepare for the worst. You prepare for the best, and you also got to prepare for the worst. That's what we're doing. You know, so that's how I train. You know, I don't really have a specific game plan when I'm going in there. You know, I know he's a black belt and everything. I just said, look, I'm just gonna train for the best, for my best, and I'm gonna train for when it comes to the worst, and then try to get out of those bad situations and stuff like that.
How nervous? Do you still get really nervous before fights?
Actually, not really. I don't think I do anymore. I mean, I've been choked out, cold, unconscious.
You told me
in
this
a
the other
fight.
day.
Yeah, I've been choked out in a fight. I've been rocked in a fight. I just got knocked out in a fight.
So now you're just having fun with it.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I think what it is not so much nervous. It's more, I'm just excited to be back in there. And the reason
you only get to fight. What do you fight? 2 or 3 times a year? So you have to basically just savor that whenever you're there, you know?
Yeah.
You got to take in the moment.
Yeah, you know, the walk and everything like that, you know. So it's the best part. Me personally, why I keep doing it is because, you know, a lot of people my whole life, you know, I'm still kind of a skinny kind of guy. You know, I'm starting to lift weights. Josh, you know, I show up to the gym every day. I lift as much as I can.
Yeah.
You know, strength and conditioning. I lift and stuff. A lot of people told me that, you know, I just need to like just quit, just hang up the gloves. And I just said I don't listen to people like that because those are people who never went out. Those are people who feared of achieving their own goals, or they're just afraid. They're just too chicken shit to do what I do. Like, yeah, I'm skinny. Yeah, you can make like I get laughed at all the time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get laughed at when I walk in that cage, come May 15th. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, this dude's skinny as hell. What is he doing in there? He can't be in there. He shouldn't be in there. This dude's gonna get wrecked." I get that all the time. You know, basically my whole life has been an underdog story, and I like that. You know, I come basically from nothing. I'm just a guy still trying to get the fuck out of my mom's house. Yeah, like you know.
That's dope, bro. I mean,
I'm still, you know, that's why I try to walk around like I'm never better than anybody, not even at this table. Like I try not to act like I'm better than anybody. When I do get out of my character a little bit, I have to like remind myself that like, okay, you're not better than anybody. You're not better than this person. You're not better than that homeless guy over there. You're not better than that guy who's making $1,000 or $1 million a year. You're not better than any of those people. I just try to keep myself like level-headed and, you know, use my motivation to get where I'm at. You know.
yeah.
So how do you feel about like selling fights? Like maybe not you, or just like how do you feel about it? Like when Conor does it and these people do it? Like UFC's starting to turn into like a lot of it is selling the fight.
Like I said, gimmicks.
Man,
exactly. So like
how I just be myself basically. Like I see like I think that's taken me a while now to see who I was. Like I'm not a shit talker.
Yeah.
You know, I'm shit talking in my head because you know I like to hurt. You know, I'm trying to inflict pain on somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not a big shit talker. You know, like I said, I love doing stuff like this, but I hate interviews. But you know, that's part of the game. I love podcasts. This is basically an interview, so I can't say I hate interviews. So
this is more like an organic, like be yourself type shit. Whereas interviews, you got to say the right shit.
I just think if
you ain't got to say the right shit on a podcast.
I think I know the crowd that I can sell to. That you know, I think nobody has found yet. The guy who can inspire like the underdogs and the nerds.
Yeah.
You know, like. You know, I got tape on my glasses. I got an eye appointment. I got to make up to go get some new glasses.
Yeah.
You know, I can sell to that crowd. Like the guys who, you know, like
who were basically told the same thing you were told.
Yeah, you know. Then like to the video game community, because I'm a huge gamer. You know, I love like fighting
we are,
games.
as well.
You know, I'm a big Need for Speed fan, even though I don't know shit about cars. I wish I did.
Yeah. You like Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat?
Yeah, what's your favorite game?
Shit, there's so many.
Tekken. I'm guessing.
That's one of them.
What?
But
Let's go.
but no, Tekken. That game is so like.
Hard.
Yeah, there's so much moves you gotta learn.
But Mortal
If you
Kombat,
wanna
we
be-
got into it.
if
We have it in there.
If you
Okay.
want to
I got
be
my
good
fuck
at
out of these
I'm good.
there's like
I'm slapping
See,
you.
that's actually something I do when I don't want to. When I want to take my mind off fighting, I actually watch like these professional gamers.
Yeah.
That's actually, and like I said, like I actually want to get into gaming. Not
A lot of the
professionally.
fighters do it. Sean O'Malley does it.
Yeah, like I just want to be like a gaming entertainer.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I
what
think
he
that-
does.
Just fun.
Oh, nice.
That's what he's doing.
That's See, that's what I'm trying to look to get into. You know, eventually once I get like my whole set up and stuff like that going. You know, like I said, I'm about to be 27 soon, like, and that's like 3 years away from 30. You know, I don't know how long I'm gonna be like
Fighting
fighting.
for.
Yeah,
You
I
want to
don't-
have a plan B almost.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be fighting. If I always said I wanted to retire when I'm like 35, but sometimes that can be a little unrealistic for some guys. You know, like the reason why I say that is because
You could get to 35 and feel great, or you can get 30, or you might not make it to 35.
that's the goal. That's the goal. But the reason why I say that is because, man, I'm 20. You know, I've been fighting since I was like 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been fighting for almost 6-7 years now. Dude, I've broken my ulna twice.
Yeah.
In this arm. I fought with a broken arm as an amateur. You don't even get paid as an amateur. I had to like, I got a cut on my eye that's still here from an old teammate that doesn't even train anymore. That like, I had to super glue that bitch like a week out just, so they didn't stop the fight or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay,
Monster.
injury free. It's hard to stay injury free in this sport. That's the thing about it.
Oh, dude, it sucks, man. I'm so injury prone too. Like even in high school football, man.
I
I hurt myself
Constantly
all the.
fucked up.
I get
Even
my
flag football.
The other day I was sparring with Heat. Shout out Nev. And he checked one of my leg kicks, and I have a bad ankle. Bruh, that shit. I feel like so. You know what? I just want to say one thing to Heat, man. You didn't put me out, pal. You didn't put me out. I put myself out. He's been giving me a hard time about it.
Yeah, he's like 12, so we're not gonna worry about that.
He's yeah. Well,
Oh, you got your ass kicked by a 12-year-old?
Nah, he's
Yeah.
really 17. He's
No.
just destroying.
You know, one
But
time there's a 12-year-old girl that Hunter wrestled and she
Beat his ass.
solid.
win.
She caught you on
Remember
a bad ankle?
when we
Nope.
we went to that one wrestling camp? She was like
Mhm.
15.
Yeah, she beat the fuck out of me. She threw me around.
But,
She melted me.
She was so good.
He probably knows her. I don't
Probably.
I don't know her name.
Yeah, I don't know her
She goes to
name.
LA. She goes to LC Jiu-Jitsu. What is it called?
Oh, great.
Lake Area Jiu-Jitsu.
Lake Area, yeah. Shout out to them too, man. I haven't.
They're about to reopen.
Yeah, I can't wait because I can't. Mr. Justin and Miss Amy, really, really sweet, down to earth people, married couple. They're doing it right now at their house since the hurricane messed up the last building. But Daniel Hoffpower,
He's a monster.
yeah, he.
He started wrestling, didn't he?
No, he's just a country boy that's freaking nature.
No, dude.
If he ever-
so bad.
He's
And
the
he
can't
the
get
type
mad
of
at
guy.
that.
definition of corn-fed.
He's the type of guy that like talk to you
I
and
think
what you're
he's
doing
like
wrong.
from what I think. See, I don't know nothing. I adopted Louisiana like my second home. He's like from Lake Arthur or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of
Lake Arthur, that's
30,
Texas. No, it's
45
Port
minutes
Arthur. I'm
away.
thinking of. Port
Yeah,
Arthur's
you're
in
thinking of
Texas.
Port
Where's
Arthur.
Lake Arthur?
like 45 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
Like,
It's in Louisiana?
Yeah.
North?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
Moni's from there.
Shout out Moni.
Moni.
Yeah, she's about to give us a big shout out.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
man, what I want is to give a message to there's any young fighters or any guy, even if you're older than me and you're trying to fight. If you want to fight, I'd say go ahead and do it. Just make sure you have health insurance.
Yeah. Look at him.
I ain't got
Need
that.
that
Move to Canada and fight.
Get that. Oh, I wish I was Canadian. That'd be fucking.
That'd be
great.
lit. I like that.
George St.
Canadian.
Pierre.
He is Canadian.
Yep. French Canadian. But he's from Quebec or something like that.
Quebec.
That's dope.
He's from Quebec, huh?
Shit, I might go try out TriStar.
TriStar with Farasa Hobby and all them.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But yeah, dude. I mean, you get hurt every day. I mean,
So what do y'all think would be harder? Like, well, what do y'all think would be harder for you personally? Like you two as fighters, to be a wrestler, like go to wrestling and succeed in wrestling, or to go to boxing and succeed in boxing? Because y'all are talking about how those
We
two.
talked about this last week. I don't know if you heard it on the podcast, but I feel like it's he's saying, what is it harder for a boxer to transition to MMA?
No,
But
that's
striking.
not what I'm
We're talking
saying.
about
That's not what I'm
striking,
saying.
right?
I'm not saying. I'm saying would it be harder to like be a wrestler or be a boxer? Is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, in MMA?
I mean, just successful
mean, like-
wrestler or successful boxer.
Oh, just like in that individual
just like
style.
yeah, just like that style, like training.
Oh,
and all
harder to
that.
be a boxer.
Wrestling,
It's harder to be a wrestler?
because
Well,
That's
I
what I
say-
figure. That's what I
I
figure.
say wrestling because, like, okay, I
well,
think
it's harder to learn
not,
and
not
perfect
to, not to
wrestling.
not to shit on boxing or anything. Like, you know, that's a respectable art. It's been around for like hundreds of years, but and as well as wrestling has been. But I think wrestling is because you're constantly like pushing. Like, I think they're pushing themselves 100 times more than. Okay, that's a little exaggerated.
I mean, but I know.
They're,
I
they're
get
pushing.
They're fuck boxers.
They're pushing themselves a little bit more harder, I'd say, than boxers are, because like I think their diets are more stricter. They have to stay on weight. Yeah, they have to stay on weight like constantly. You know, they can't. You know, they're constantly traveling
Yeah.
like every day,
Yeah.
and they can't enjoy the the luxuries of like what they want to. You know, they can
Yeah,
do and
that's
stuff.
facts.
If they're going to these beautiful countries, they can't even eat like they say you're wrestling in
It's a
Italy.
constant
You
weight
can't even
cut.
fucking eat like linguine. You have to fucking like
That'd be devastating.
you have to drink like fucking.
That's awful.
They're basically like chewing on ice out of a cup,
yeah,
Fuck
that's
that.
crazy. Yeah,
and they're still swole somehow. But
yeah.
so
So, what do you think it's harder to succeed in the UFC? Do you think what's more? I guess we answered that earlier. Wrestling is more important to perfect, and if you're going to be a mixed martial artist, being able to dictate where the fight goes.
I would say
They're both. I mean, you
if
have
you
to.
have the mindset to adapt to other styles, like Izzy, he's a good example. Dude came from nothing but kickboxing, but this dude's like, well, he didn't stuff Jan's takedowns, but he's stuffing guys takedowns like in his own division.
Yeah.
You know, he's working with like these guys who are like much smaller than him, like guys like who are like 45ers, 55ers, maybe 70ers, a couple like heavyweights he has in his gym, but he's like constantly working on his wrestling with them.
Yeah.
And he knows like how to adapt to these styles. Like that's the thing about him. His mind is like, so open. He's like very open minded. That's why I like him as a fighter. Now what he did to Costa at the end of the fight, I don't know what the fuck that was, but hey, that's more power to him.
You know what he's talking about? Costa.
Oh, you didn't see that?
Can you?
Oh
can we
yeah,
watch that?
he got
Can we watch that?
he got
Yeah, I think
after
we can
he
watch
knocked
that.
Costa out, he like dry humped him
Don't-
at the end.
Like hard. Like hey, hard.
Why?
Like he grabbed Costa's hips.
There's no interview questions about this.
Well, it's definitely a subject of talk throughout the MMA world. Like,
What
Is
the,
this the
what
first
the hell
time
am
he
I
did-
even supposed to search?
look up Adesanya. Look up Izzy.
Just type in
Humping.
Adesanya humping Costa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
I got
gotta-
it.
Let's not be too abrupt. But yeah, that's all it is.
I'm trying to.
But like, is that the only
trying-
time he's done that?
Trying to keep it a little
Yeah.
PG-13.
I mean, if that
Just
was his like,
once?
what if that was his move? He like just screamed
It'd be
no homo.
different.
and
It'd be a
fucking-
little different. But
Just,
just
uh,
once to one dude.
Sorry, I know I'm a guest. I'm trying to keep it PG-13. for you
Oh,
guys.
bro, you ain't gotta keep it
No,
PG.
no, we can go.
This isn't a PJ-13
MAR.
podcast, bro.
But yeah, no. So it was just one time, one person, one thing. Has he gotten other knockouts?
What is that?
Oh, Adesanya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been starching dudes.
So
Well,
like, this
Oh.
guy just decided one day.
Here it is.
Yeah, that's right there.
These guys actually like love each other and there's some serious going on. Yeah, you can call me Mystic Mason because I
Is he gonna show? What is that? Is he humps Paulo Costa?
And
Ejaculates on his
ejaculates
coach.
coaches.
Oh yeah, he went to his coach and he's like, "I'm a wait, hold on."
Oh, I remember. Look, watch.
1, 2.
All right.
Why?
That was an anger. I mean,
Heat of the moment?
that's crazy. Like, he's
you know
so
who's really
mad.
you know whose fault it is there?
What?
The ref. The ref
Yeah,
is
you gotta
supposed to
jump in on
completely
that.
pull you off.
Yeah, bro.
That ref did not save Costa's butt.
Well, if you're a ref and you
That's
see that,
a
I ain't getting in the middle of
Late
that.
stoppage.
Yeah. I mean,
Whoa, y'all got that, bro. I'm out. I'm out. If I'm a ref,
That's
I
a
ain't
scary dude.
Like,
Yeah.
Somebody come
like,
grab him.
I'm sorry, but you gotta be like Herb Dean, how he ran. Well, he was still too late because Ngannou got like one more hit on
Oh
him.
my god. That last shot
And see,
definitely
that's
did
the one-
damage.
See,
brain
stuff like
damage.
that, I laugh at. I don't laugh at guys like when they like. I try my best not to get laughed like when guys get knocked out because I've been knocked out. Like
Yeah.
a lot of guys are making memes about Weidman's leg. It's like
That's ridiculous.
that was-
weirdo shit. That's weirdo
made me
shit.
I almost teared up
like,
last night.
out of, like people were thinking Silva would laugh at that. Silva's not laughing at that.
No, he
shit.
tweeted out and he said like get better. Like But that is, hey, I'm just gonna say good karma, bro.
Like,
But it's not even karma
But it's
because
not karma.
that's why
He
men do
didn't
shit.
do it on purpose. Yeah.
It's just a
only
weird
guys all laugh
coincidence.
getting
But
knocked
that is
out
karma,
is
though.
like
Things come around.
You know, maybe of course nobody's gonna have sympathy for the Paul brothers when they get what's coming to them.
Yeah,
What's
that's
coming to
another
him?
thing. Like,
What do you think's coming to him?
what do you think he does next? Like,
You
what-
know, if we're not
A
careful,
real fighter
they-
would be going to
look,
him?
this is like a real thing, and DC said this.
Shit, I'll
If we're-
train. I'll box and shit. I need $500,000.
Yeah.
for real though,
Listen to
like,
this.
call me out.
Listen to
Fuck it.
this. If we're not careful as an MMA community, and
Mhm.
Dana White keeps feeding this motherfucker people do not know how to strike,
But how many?
we're gonna end up, if we're not careful, we're gonna end up with a 6-0 boxer who retires and thinks he's all
But
badass,
this-
and no one can prove him wrong.
But you were saying how like Ben Askren's like one of the worst UFC.
Strikers.
Yeah. So who else?
I mean, you could.
Let me-
I think he does that
Hold
to
on.
Damian Maia.
and
He
Dana
does
White
that
isn't
to-
sending
just-
people over.
There's a lot of MMA
Dana
fights he
White
does
isn't
that
like
to.
sending people over.
Let me just defend Ben real quick. Okay,
No, yeah. please.
that guy won multiple champions
Yes.
in Bellator and won
Yeah.
only with his style that he
Beat Robbie
knew.
Lawler.
Yes, he doesn't have hands, but if he wanted to just grab Jake and
It'd
just
be over.
throw him to the ground
Yeah.
and just basically rape him on the ground, yeah.
Is
That's,
he him?
Well, hopefully not.
But
Hopefully
he could.
not.
We could.
Just because, like, I remember watching Ben Askren when he was in Bellator. He was fighting like these
Monsters. He fought
monster,
Lima, didn't
like
he?
monster strikers. Not even just Lima, freaking Andre Koreskov.
Yeah, he was fighting monsters.
That guy, like from Russia.
Robbie Lawler's a monster
This
striker.
dude's like throwing like spinning back fist, spinning heel kicks, freaking kickboxing is ridiculous out this world. Ben just weathers the storm, takes him down.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's weird that he got knocked out in 2 hits.
I'm sorry, but Ben threw that fight.
That's,
Are we saying this?
Yes.
You guys
why
said it
not?
before we were rolling. You might as well nut up and say it.
I'm never the one
I
that like
thought it
to
was
say
fake. I
that
thought it
about
was
fighting. Any type of fighting, I'm always the one if someone ever says,
If you look
shit's
at the
rigged, I'm like,
angle,
shut
the way
fuck
he
up.
just fell, it's like it didn't even connect. It just went.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, bruh.
in the gloves.
So did Askren take a fall?
Like yes, for
That's the thing, he-
half. I'm not taking a fall for $500,000. No, I'm whooping Jake's ass,
I
and
am.
then I'm getting that $500,000 and be like, thanks, dog.
I'm taking a fall. For
But I mean,
10K.
there could be some in the back. It could be some in the back, like
Just tell
Jake
him I'm
Paul
taking
telling
fall.
him,
I'm gonna take
if
fall.
you
I'm
take
taking
the fall, I'll
fall.
give you more money.
You know what
I'm
scares?
gonna take the fall.
You know
Bow.
what actually scares me that I could see that I hope doesn't happen in this foreseen future. I think it's gonna happen the way it's going with boxing. There is this chick in Russia, this that she fought this 500-pound guy. Of course, it was.
What the?
Of course,
That's
it
a
was.
thing. That
It
is
was.
a thing.
No, it really happened. I saw this. It was thrown, and the first thing that came to my head
Didn't
was
she win? She won.
she got signed to a major promote. I don't know if she got signed to UFC, Bellator, or one. She got signed to a major organization.
Oh, should you use it like a springboard?
I was just basically. I was just like, yeah, this is what the next generation of like fighting is gonna be. I'm sorry, but I think fighting is gonna get like. I'm sorry. I think they should just switch to robots soon.
Yeah,
That would be dope, though.
Because
Real
humans,
deal.
humans are gonna get soft, or
Brody.
just put humans in fucking Gundam suits and just go at it.
You don't
Way
like Jake Paul,
cooler.
right?
I just
You don't like the Jake Paul fighting. You don't like the Jake Paul as a fighter, right?
I never.
Well, he's
knew.
a Jake Paul nut hugger. So
I don't dislike him. I just think he's just
I mean,
he's just embarrassing himself and he's embarrassing the sport.
yeah.
well, I think it.
But
For him, it doesn't
I
matter.
can't hate on his success though. That's
Yeah.
the one thing I respect him for. Like that's one thing I always have to humble myself in my mind. Like, well, the motherfucker has success, so I have to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I said it this morning, did I not? I said, well, he knows what he's doing. He's good at what he's fucking doing. Like
Oh,
the whole
like,
DC thing last
He's
night,
like
that was brilliant.
The
I'm
one
sorry.
The
thing that
videos,
was
the
fucking
MMA
brilliant.
videos he makes.
the one thing I always like hear is like, if they eating good, what I can't say nothing.
Right.
Right. That's true. It's
Like,
almost like
good.
hating on someone's pocket. But
Yeah.
it's not even that, bro. If he was just like humbly doing this shit, I'd be okay with
He
it.
wouldn't be doing it though.
It's this gimmick.
He wouldn't be, but he wouldn't be getting these fights or
You
even
love that word.
because like he doesn't do like he didn't have
No,
any
I
like
just
real
hate that word.
like he said he was boxing for
Say
3
it
years,
with
no amateur fights. So he had one amateur fight and now he's just up there. Without the gimmicks, he wouldn't be doing any of that. He'd probably still be amateur fighting.
You know who should box Jake Paul next? And if
Mike Perry.
His brother.
actually I was gonna say
That
Mike
would be dope.
Jackson.
Might
Mike
as well.
Jackson?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, okay, and if he ever hears on this podcast, I don't care. If he ever challenges to fight me, I'll do it. But
Fuck it.
he Mike Jackson actually had a legit fight lined up,
Mm-hmm.
and then it got scrapped.
Yeah.
I think they basically just said, "Fuck you, dude. You're gonna get killed." And I'm not trying to like make fun of Mike Jackson because I've been told a lot of shit, but I've heard Mike talk some shit on some people. So hey, Mike, if you ever hear this one day, just letting you know I've heard you say some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Mike Jackson.
He actually talked about one of my teammates on his podcast that fought for Fury, just made fun of him and shit. So I can kind of.
Your teammate at Performance?
Yeah. Braylon. Yeah.
Yeah, Braylon.
Jackson. Yeah, that's actually my best friend. He's my homeboy. He's helped me out like when I was in the shit in bad times.
Braylon, he been sparring lately, huh?
Yeah, I have to force him to, because
Yeah.
he's really a good fighter. Shit.
No, he's tremendous, and he's one of the hardest guys to spar in that gym when he's on his shit.
Yeah.
He is. I swear to God, the way.
Yeah, but he has to stay stoned in order to concentrate.
No, he's hilarious. He's so
That's
fucking funny,
That's
bro.
funny.
It's fun to spar him, but he whips my ass every time me and Braylon go at it. He whips my ass, but this is what's so funny about Braylon. Braylon will start fucking having a side conversation as he's whipping my ass with someone sitting on the side. Mike was sitting down
That's
yesterday. Mike,
disrespectful.
Oh, he's good
Yeah,
at doing that.
Mike was
That's
sitting
the
down
way.
and he was having a conversation and beating my ass. I'm like, but it wasn't just like he was looking at me. He was like also like, hey, fucking crazy.
Like,
Bow.
yeah,
I'm
Mike
like,
even looked at the phone. He's like,
Yeah.
let me see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he does that shit. That's
no, he's so talented.
Yeah, he
Sixth Sense
He,
shit.
he was cutting weight for. Did you know this story? Austin told me when he was cutting weight. He said, "Fuck this shit. I don't get paid." He walked out of the sauna.
Are you serious?
Oh, it's dude.
He was cutting weight in the middle of
of
He said, "They don't fucking pay me.
Fighting,
and do it."
it's mental, dude.
yeah, it has to be.
It's fucking mental. Like I said, I don't even know why I took a fight with a broken arm, and I was an amateur. I'm not even getting paid for that shit.
Braylon showed up yesterday to sparring, and as soon as he got there, he said, "I'm ready to go home."
Yeah, I'm trying to get him back in it. I don't, he's a grown man. He wants to fight, but like I said, if I just get him like at least there like once a week to train, he'll eventually.
But he
start
said he
getting
wants to
back
cut to
into it.
55, didn't he, or 70?
He used to fight at 70. Yeah.
He's long. He'd be good. I think he could fight at 85. You don't think?
Oh no, he doesn't want to do that.
He don't.
said,
He
"Fuck
hits
that."
hard too, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Me and him got into a fist fight one time. Bare knuckle almost too.
Who won?
Almost. So y'all threw the gloves on then. You're like, fuck it, let's
We
get the
almost
glove.
got bare knuckle, but
We
we're
actually-
like,
So how did that go? How did that
Put
go?
that
Like,
last
So
one.
actually, here's a funny story about that. So this is how it's crazy how we haven't been friends that long. We became friends like 3 years ago. I think we met like he had just moved down here. He moved from Crowley. He showed up at Lake area. He was like, "Hey, you're Nicko, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And of course, how almost any friendship starts, he was like, "You smoke?" I was like, I was like, "Yeah." I was
Yeah.
like, and this is like early into my, I didn't start like really hitting the ganja hard till I hit like 20.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was always that prick, like believing like, oh, it's a gateway.
What you looking at me for?
It's a gateway.
Because that's how we were.
Oh, yeah, I know.
it's
I
a
know.
gateway drug. I'm like,
The first,
We were that. Like,
the
we,
first
I-
4 times he smoked weed, he kept claiming, "It don't work with me.
Well,
It don't work with
Well,
me."
it
So-
didn't at first because I didn't know how to smoke. That's what it was.
I've been around marijuana my whole life, like from my cousins hot box, like from back in like the Texas days, like when I grew up in Texas and like in El Paso. I remember all my cousins came from like H-Town, and that's when I was living in El Paso.
Mm-hmm.
They were all talking about renting a motel, and I was like, these motherfuckers are all about to go get blazed. And of course, me being as like in middle school and stuff, I just wanted to tag along. I never smoked, like I said. I just got secondhand high because I was in a bunch of smoke. They all
Yeah.
had like their own blunt. They're all just getting lit. I'm just like, well, damn, son.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So back to the story real quick. So let me get back on that subject. So I helped him get a job at Planet Fitness. Shout out to them, I guess. Actually, shout out to Leanne. That's like the cutest swole.
Yeah,
chick. That's
I was
like
about to say she has to be cute. How
that's
you?
like the cutest swole chick I've ever seen.
The cutest what?
Leanne, she's like this this sweet little buff chick that's like in the
Sweet
uniform.
little
Sweet
buff
little
chick.
buff chick.
Please
Yeah.
write that on the table.
No, yeah, that has to
Right,
be
sweet little buff chick on the fucking table right
I
now.
hope she doesn't hear this. She probably will. But
Sweet little buff chick.
this is basically how I'm shooting my shot.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah.
I
Hey,
need
It is what it is.
Brody, I need merch that says "Sweet Little Buff Chick" on it. Please.
real.
You know,
Oh.
she might ask for copyright of that shit. She might be like,
Like I'm taking it. Like
You got the close up, bro. Sweet little buff chick.
Sweet
That is
little buff.
awesome.
But anyway, so me and him, this motherfucker he'll tell you himself, this motherfucker has like temper tantrums like a motherfucker. And I told him, like, you need to smoke weed.
Braylon? Talk about
Yeah,
Braylon.
he has to. Because this motherfucker, like, he's doing better now. He's, as we get older, we mature. But me and him almost fought outside of work because he was talking about threatening to quit. And I'm like, no, I just helped you get this job. You're not going to fucking quit this shit.
Yeah.
You embarrass me. No. And
Braylon.
one of the managers was, like, kind of pissing him off and stuff.
Back. That's Braylon.
does he work at Olive Garden?
No.
Nah, he works as a security guard across
got
from the
hoodie.
gym. We train at.
Wait, I might have been looking at the wrong person.
He actually works as a security guard across from the gym we work at.
Yeah, that's Braylon. But this guy works at.
dude works at Olive Garden. What's his name?
No, that's Pat. He doesn't. His brother does, Colin.
Yeah. Are they
Him.
like twins? Are they twins?
No.
They look like it.
Hey, shout out Colin. Some
Oh,
of the
yeah,
best
Colin,
determination
that-
I've ever seen in my life. He
the
started his
reason
career
why-
0-3.
Yeah. And
He's 3-0 since with a title.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Shout outs to
Comeback.
him and Austin. They're good. They're good training partners for 125. Even
Austin and Colin?
Oh, Austin said I could whip your ass. So.
The fuck did he say
yeah.
that?
Shout out to
Shout out Austin.
Shout out to
It's
them,
true.
and stuff like that. They're good training partners for 125. I'm happy to see that Austin's got it. He's finally fighting. Funny thing is, Austin actually been training longer than me, and I actually started fighting way before he did. I started fighting and stuff like that. But I'm glad to see he's got his, everything's going good for him now.
I used to hate going to the gym because of Austin. I have so many stories about when I would go to the gym when I first started fighting when I got out of football.
I wanted to say this. Austin has come a long way. Austin.
Yeah. Shout out Austin.
Austin used to be a hothead. Austin, actually, I'm gonna say this. Austin actually knocked me out a couple times when I first started.
Yeah.
He has. I think
you broke my rib.
He knocked me out like
Never got
maybe a
fixed.
couple times when I started going out.
Okay, you breathe.
But but he's done. But it's not saying it was intentional. Like we were sparring and stuff. Sparring gets heated, so it wasn't no intentional shit. So I'm not calling him out like he's a bad guy. Now Austin's really he's chilled out. He's really a good dude.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at you called me Drew Brees, bro.
So shout out to Austin. He's doing good. I'm glad to see he's following his goals and stuff like that. Shout out to Colin, Pat, Donzel.
Pat's got to get back from that
he's
injury.
injured. Donzel especially. Donzel's that little kid, not little
Yo.
kid. That young man is strong.
Y'all, Zelly walks around at 150. Okay, he fights at 130. Is it 25 or 35?
35, I think, right now.
He fights at 35. You know how Jalen's strong?
For no reason.
He's not that. I mean, Jalen doesn't hold a torch to this guy. Zelly is 6-0. He's number one in Louisiana. He's number one in South in the United States, right?
Southeast region and I think Louisiana.
6-0. He beats
and Mississippi, I think.
He's beaten everybody in the first round at what they do. I wrestled him a couple weeks ago when I came. Well, actually, it was a couple months ago now since I come back, and I wrestled him, and he is the strongest He threw me around like he's 150 pounds. This was a couple months ago when I was at like 200 pounds. He was throwing me around like I've never been thrown around like that by someone my size.
Yeah, every time he takes me down, he just knows how to like stick to you like glue. He's very strong. Like that's why I tell him like
No space. That's his
if
motto.
I told Denzel if he gets his ground game up a lot more with his
He
strength,
can just use that.
his
striking's
no,
good
not
enough.
just use that. If
Yeah, I know
he
what you
needs to
mean.
use that. I'm telling him he can be like a little boa constrictor. Like that kid, like when he grabs me, he's like anybody really, not just me. He's just stuck tight to you. That kid's so talented, and he's gonna do something great. Ethan LeBlanc, he just had surgery.
When he gets back,
he just had
he's
surgery on his lung a couple days ago, but
some
he's
monsters in that gym.
he had like
man.
mold in it, but that's a 185 right there. That kid's a technical killer. I've been knowing Ethan since he was like 15, and I can just see as he got older, I was like, yeah, I hate sparring him now.
When Ethan spars you, he'll do this, and all he does is feint, and by the end of the round, you're twitching.
Yeah, and his tech, he's so technical. I would say, for the biggest kid in the gym, for a 185er light heavyweight, is technical.
Yeah, he walks around 220, right?
Right now, he's just a little jolly right now. But
But that's just because he's been out. He literally
Yeah.
he sparred the other day. He sparred Tanner not too long ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Tanner too, man. That guy had a freaking war with the guy who was on like the juice.
The juice.
Wait, Tanner Gilly?
Yeah, he had a war with a sweet little buff chick.
Tanner who?
Nah, he had a war with LaBruza.
Tanner Gilly. Dennis LaBruza. What a name. That guy that he fought, that dude that everybody says didn't make weight.
Well, of course, that guy named LaBruce is on the fucking sauce.
Yo.
He said that like with so much like
On the sauce.
on the fucking sauce.
Like you're mad, like you're trying to fight him now.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
dude.
calling him out so he
Shout
can
out
kick
to,
my ass too.
He's a monster.
Grant, and all the whole PE gang, man. Like
I want you
I
said
was
you
about
wanted
to
to
say, I
shout
might as well
everybody
just
out.
shout
ever
everybody
since
out.
ever since I came back, man, I'm just like glad to see that everybody's leveled up in their own
TJ.
way.
TJ's got to fight the 15th.
Yeah, he fights the same night as me. So,
TJ's 6'4". 6'4", he's a heavyweight.
Yeah. Yes, he gets better. I hope he'll get better.
Some of the hardest kicks, man.
And once he does, because that's what we need. We need bigger guys for like Ethan and guy. Because
I'm cutting weight to run from Ethan.
Is that why
I'm gonna be
you're telling
littler
me
than
to-
you, so you go at Ethan.
Is that why you're telling me to
No,
go?
I
Is that why
hate
you want me
going-
to go?
Yes.
No,
he's
hate-
coming, so that's good for Ethan.
I hate going with Ethan. Ethan, look,
It's not fun. I don't get better.
Tyler's like, I
They're
don't know.
throwing me to the fucking wolves. That's what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Do you know how like people say, no, you got to get your ass whipped, it makes you better. Ethan doesn't make me better. Ethan makes me
I suffer.
yeah, Ethan makes me worse because then I go home saying, do I belong here?
Is this
And
really
then
my
and then
passion?
I'm less confident. No, Ethan doesn't make me better. He makes me hurt.
I stopped kind of like because when he was me and him were like, I stopped going hard with Ethan when he was like a little bit younger, when he was like 15, because like I just knew someday like this kid's gonna like fucking kick my
He's
ass
younger
and
than me, too.
spine.
He's fucking younger than me.
Yeah, that kid's.
What's his? He's 4-0, huh?
No, he's 5-0.
5-0.
You know what's crazy? Him and Donzel fought almost every card, and like we're undefeated every time. That shit was like,
And then Sean's undefeated too, isn't he?
no, he's like 3-1 right now.
He lost. He ended up losing. Sean has a like a 7-second flying knee knockout.
I think it's like a 4-second.
4-second faster than Masvidal's knockout.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Ran across the
Yeah,
octagon.
he's starting to get back into it and stuff. Yeah, good kid.
He was there yesterday.
Yeah,
He's also a problem to spar with.
yeah.
Problem child.
Yeah,
Shut
no,
up.
he's no. Sean's talented. I'm gonna be honest. He just needs to put the work in, and he'll be okay.
Sean, yeah.
You know, he's at that age now where he can make his decisions if he wants to be a fighter or not.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say that.
Mhm.
That's just But he's a good kid, and I hope he continues with it.
Yeah. I want to shout out. I mean, if we're missing anybody, we said we'd miss somebody. I mean, I'm trying to think of who you missed and who I missed. I wanted to shout out everybody there because
Larry,
Larry,
Will helping me out for this fight.
There's
Will-
a guy in the gym. I haven't met him. I've seen him. He's in the sauna all the time. He looks just like Jorge Masvidal. Now you know who I'm talking about.
What about Judd?
Yep.
That's the owner of Game to Life, fool.
That is
Yeah.
the guy that looks like Masvidal.
Yeah, that's like a white version of Masvidal.
Wait, no, we might not be thinking of this. He was.
You talking about
there-
Jose?
Yeah.
oh,
That's Masvidal.
Damn, sorry, Judd. But yeah, you talking about Jose?
Yeah.
Damn. I was like, wait, I had to think.
Shout out
for a
Judd.
minute.
Oh hey.
Yeah, no, Jose, that dude. I swear, when I spar him, he brings out my inner Mexican.
Is he good?
Because
He's tough?
Yeah, he's tough. This is how tough Jose is. 4 years ago, the guy he fought this dude named he fought this guy who's in the who was in the UFC. Now he's in. No, I ain't gonna know all that. That's business. That's his life. But he fought this guy. Dude threw a knee to Jose's. Jose shot him for his takedown.
To a
Dude
knee?
read it. Threw a knee to Jose's face. Jose just gets up like nothing happened.
Like he didn't get
And
he
the
didn't
guy
end the
was
fight.
Yeah, the guy was like walking. You guys can actually pull it up. I don't know.
What is it?
It's a long fight, but you can just skip to the scene where he gets like, Jose gets kneed.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was over. The guy thought it was over. He's doing his little Mark Hunt walk off, and then like he turns around and is like, what the fuck?
So it wasn't over.
No, he submitted Jose like the last like little.
Did Jose end up winning that fight?
Nah,
But still,
it was a fucking scrap. It was like everybody thought that kid was like he fought was Puerto Rican. I'm like, no, you guys threw 2 fucking Mexican cockfighters into the ring.
What do
and
we
then-
look up for that to find that?
It's I think it's Legacy 56 they fought on. Yeah.
That's so he just like ate a knee and got right back up. Did the guy need him and just walked off?
He thought it was over. And this dude was hitting
MMA. Type in Legacy
this-
56 MMA.
This dude was hitting Jose with everything too. Like that wasn't the first knee. He threw him. He caught him with like another knee.
He looks just like Masvidal.
But that's why I always give my respect to Jose, because Jose, man, like shows heart, dude.
I've never seen him in the gym. I saw him the other day. He helped me with the.
I think he's battling some injuries right now, but he's
Jose.
Is that 56?
It looks like it.
Wait,
Ryan
shit.
Hollis.
Hold on. God damn it. Which one? No, that's not it. It's type in Jose Ceja. Just look up his record.
That's a dope ass name.
The guy he
Jose
fought.
Ceja.
The guy he fought. His name's Erwin Rivera. That's the guy he fought.
So look up. How do you spell?
Oh yeah, Jose did get him in the rematch though for combates.
Jose. What's his last name?
Ceja, Ceja. Yeah, Jose did knock him out in the rematch for Combate Americas, so that was pretty tight. So he did get his revenge. So yeah, or he
Jose
avenged it. Not
Ceja
revenge.
versus. You just want to look up Jose Ceja versus the guy?
Hold on, let me get my specs on. Took them off for a second. I can't see. I gotta be a nerd.
Jose Ceja. But yo, I want y'all to see him just to say, oh, that's Masvidal.
Hold on, take these off.
Oh, he fought last night.
Let me see. Hold on. Guys, bear with me for a second here.
Oh, you're good, man.
Type in versus just type in Rivera, Rive. Yeah, there you go, right there. Just type in that. It's this fight right here.
Oh, that's back when Jose had short hair.
Yeah.
Masvidal had short hair.
Yeah, but they don't look that much alike to where it's like short hair, they look alike too.
Skip to.
It's like nothing. Looks nothing like him.
It happened, I think, in
Looks
the,
like Usman.
I think it happened in the second round. He got kneed. Skip to like the second round, and like
Damn.
he gets like.
Fuck YouTube and these ads, man.
They gonna tax you on them.
Man,
too.
look, they're trying to make money. I can't believe I said that about Sweet.
That
Little
is
Bucks.
Jose. Holy shit. Hey, yo, he has long hair now.
When I first looked, I thought it said John Cena.
You know what? So you know what sucks though? You know what sucks about Aaron Rivera right now? I looked. Some months ago, he actually got. I think he's in jail right now because he went through some crazy shit in his head. He like stabbed his like sisters or something.
What
Who?
the fuck?
Yeah, man. That's why I'm saying, man. Like that's why I say like I don't like fighting. I love it, but man,
They got
you
some
get
killers.
You get head trauma from that. It can really fuck you up.
That's
God
that's
damn.
for real though.
Jose
Football.
looks like a killer right here, bro. This is not the Jose I know. Jose I know carries around a water bottle.
You know who else I can't wait to spar, but I can't wait. I also don't want to.
Who?
You guys ever heard of Joel Scott?
Joel. Yeah, I've heard of Joel. What does he look like?
Short, ripped black dude.
Yeah, Joel.
He looks like he looks like he's young, but
He fought somebody from our gym, didn't he?
Look, there you go.
that's the one.
That was the knee?
That was the one knee. Nah, it's like Jose's throwing a freaking like takedown. He shoots a takedown and like Aaron just shoots like just shoots a knee. Oh, there's Josh right there in Jose's corner.
That's Josh right there with the red. So Jose's been fighting out of this corner? I mean, out of this corner. Out of this gym? I didn't know that.
Jose, is that Gilbert? Oh, that is Burns. I didn't know he was. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Gilbert Burns was in
That's crazy.
That is lit.
I forgot Gilbert Burns was in Lake Charles. I forgot about that.
What do you mean was in Lake Charles?
No, this was in Lake Charles.
What?
Yeah, this is at the Nugget. Yeah. Actually, I fought on this card on the undercard on the amateur.
That is so badass.
Fuck. When's it? How often does the Golden Nugget do like shit like this?
They haven't since COVID.
Man,
Well, before
it's probably
COVID.
gonna be a while. Like, I guess if I could start making maybe LFA will come back.
Jose has dope tattoos.
Oh, he's more inked up now.
Yeah, I know.
He's actually the reason why I started getting inked up. I was like, damn, dude, I gotta get. But yeah.
Now he's got long hair with a beard.
But yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. Like,
This whole fight was just nuts like this?
yeah, they just went at it from like the beginning of the bell. There was no filling out process. They just said, nah, fuck that, bro. Let's just bang.
Damn. Well,
It's like that.
we look like we at 1:30 mark, man. That's usually our wrapping up mark.
Yeah, about 5 minutes ish.
Yeah. I had a fun time, man.
Thank you for coming on.
Hopefully.
For real.
Yeah. Just real quick, just want to give a shout out to some people.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was gonna say I was gonna talk about it more, but maybe next time.
Yeah, definitely. We gotta have you on after you win.
After you win,
back out in South Florida. I want to give a shout out to Jim Allers and the whole Allers Martial Arts crew. Just want to say that I miss you guys. Hopefully, eventually, I can make a visit out there once I start, getting back on my stride and stuff like that. Just want to give show some love. Everybody go. If you don't know, his name is at Fight Jim, aka the Bare Knuckle Beast. I call him Actually, I don't have an. Actually, I call him the Puerto Rican Amish guy.
Yeah.
He knows.
Sweet.
He'll laugh.
I know what he looks like now.
He's really nice. He's real. Anybody in the anybody ever go down to South Florida? You looking for a family friend oriented gym, but you also looking to be a beast and get some skills in. Jim Allers is the guy. Any young kids that need some discipline out here in the boot. You got Josh Quagan with his karate classes, get him some MMA.
Bang.
Any jiu-jitsu out here, you guys you got Lake Area Jiu-Jitsu. Talk to Daniel Hoffpower. And Leanne, if you ever hear this podcast about the sweet little buff chick, I just want to say I'm sorry. But
That's your new nickname.
But that's just how I saw her.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, man, shoot it.
Is that at this?
Huh?
Is that at this Planet Fitness?
Is that at this Planet Fitness? The one in Ryan
She
Street?
used to work there, I think.
Oh yeah.
Are we thinking of the same person?
Yes.
Oh, well then, yeah. Shout out.
This town's small.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing about small cities.
You know exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yes. Ty has talked about her on several occasions.
He said,
Have I?
newsflash.
Probably.
He's like, I have?
Damn.
But anyway,
You guys support your boy Hunter when he starts fighting. He's right now he's losing weight and he's trying to get married. Well, not trying to.
Yeah.
He's getting married soon.
I am
so
trying.
congratulations to that.
appreciate you, bro.
I'm happy for you when you start fighting. He's gonna start fighting soon, so
August, I'm shooting
just
for.
want to appreciate you guys for bringing me on, helping build me up, and hopefully
Yeah.
this helps build you guys up as well as your podcast.
Yes,
I
man.
can't wait to be back on. So I got
Definitely.
in my mind to definitely come back on here with some more energy, some better news, and see what happens in the future.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, we need to come back
Absolutely.
on with a title, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta have that title brought in this bit so you put it
Yeah.
on the table right
Yeah.
here.
Ground.
I just want to
Focus on
Focus.
it. No, I know.
Yeah, I
Focus on
wanna
the road.
just be-
One step at a time.
just want to be successful, win money, and hopefully just come back here and just dump a whole big ass bag of weed someday.
That'll work. That'll work for me.
Well, thank you, JR.
Yeah, shout out JR.
Shout out JR.
Cameron.
Shout out Cameron, bro.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
are awesome. Thank y'all so much. Cameron, I know them arms. You just got to work out.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
I'm ready to go fighting right now.
yeah, that's the man right there. Shout out Brody, working on the merch. Go ahead and tell him you still working on it, Brody.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. It's coming soon, though. Promise you that. So,
Working on the logo right now for the merch. Gabe, working on still posting everything, still promoting everything out there.
Yes, sir. Follow us on Twitter. I'm running the Twitter, so I'm gonna make sure the Twitter's the most popping one. So I'm running the
well,
Twitter.
that's
So
not
follow the
happening.
Twitter.
That's not happening.
Follow the Twitter
That's
if you
not
really want to get lit, like for real.
Got to make sure not to be horny on man.
Yeah, you didn't know for real though.
Follow my Instagram name is at Nicko
Yep.
Swami MMA.
Nico Swami MMA.
I got like bunch of highlights.
I'm gonna shout you out too on the post of the podcast. I'm gonna shout you out. I'm gonna
put you on the
tag
Twitter, so you'll
My-
definitely be official.
My goal
I'll put
in
you on
life
TikTok.
is
You gonna make a
to
TikTok?
get so successful that I never have to use social media again.
Yeah,
sir.
facts. You got to do that Corvette.
You just
got
got to get past that threshold, and then you don't have to use it anymore.
Well, shout out Ty too. Thank you so much, man. Running a computer, you did it well, man. I appreciate you.
Stuff. For sure.
No, thank y'all so much though. It's been a great podcast. We're a minute 33 in.
Y'all got a Dustin up there.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I need to train. I want to train with him in Lafayette one day.
I know. I want to meet him.
Oh, he's a really cool dude. You'll like him.
But thank y'all so much, guys. This has been From the Crown Down. Peace.
Later.